My name is Rhapsody, his name is Olexa, and welcome back for a very special Slay the Spire Draft Champions featuring the Guardian from Downfall. Hey, how's it going, Olexa?
It's going good. I was about to ask you what makes this draft champ so special, but my lord, you already explained it, you son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make sure that I didn't run over the entire first 5 minutes with the breadth of the intro. I will, however, take good time to say here, thank you to Albert Melfo for having created the Guardian cards for the SCF's Draft Champions as a mod on the Steam Workshop. Much appreciated, friend. Thank you so much.
Major shout outs to you, sir. I will also, this is my way to communicate. Pardon me, sir. What are you doing?
That relic does not exist anymore.
It doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I completely forgot, dude. I saw it and I was like, wow, I haven't seen that in a while. And there's a reason.
Yeah, exactly. That's what made me think about it for a second.
Yeah, okay. That's wild. I am going to speak directly to the dear friend that made us this dear pack. I have included it in the Draft Champs main download for right now. If you do not want it in there, please let us know, because we're happy to link it to your page and get the downloads for you over there if you would like. But I figured that I'd throw it into the main pack for convenience right now, and then we'll do a little credit to you right here.
Sounds good. This is a pretty spicy relic set, I gotta say. There are a lot of things I got my eye on right now.
There's some good stuff. Raps, I'm gonna flip the cards, okay? And then I'm going to make small talk as I read all of them. Because I have not played as the Guardian in Downfall. I played as the Guardian a long time ago. But I have not played as the Guardian in Downfall, and I basically barely remember what he even does. So what are your experiences with the Guardian Raps? And tell me your favorite mechanic that they have. Maybe possibly explaining things like accelerate, socket, maybe defensive mode. These are keywords that came to the top of my head at this moment that I figure might be associated with the character,
That is actually really incisive. They came to your head at this moment, and they happen to be exactly the kinds of keywords that I would have to explain in order to get into the mechanics that I like about the character.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't it?
Exactly.
What a wild
I love
world.
it when it works out like that. So this, I will say, out of the three characters that previously existed in their own individual standalone mods, this is the one that changed the least in its import to Downfall.
That's
However, I will very quickly note, just because it's hovering near your mouse, one of the big changes was Refracted Beam was given exhaust, and I had it confirmed on my birthday stream a couple days ago by Michael Mayhem that was nerfed because of me.
It's a delicious card. I cannot deny.
It's especially when you get it up to a solid, 10 times and then just have a little bit of strength in the deck. Oh baby.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really like the gem socket elements of this character. We can see a gem on the board already. A gem is a skill that cannot be upgraded. It is 0 cost by base. And it gives you some benefit. However, should you take a gem and a card with an open socket to a rest, you have the ability to, for a free action, put that gem into a socket. So if I put that aquamarine gem into a bauble beam, it would, let's make it a less confusing one. If I put that into the prismatic beam, the prismatic beam would deal 5 damage for each gem in this card, so it would deal 5 damage just for the aquamarine itself. However, it would also add a crystal wall to your hand. The text below gem just gets added in between the sockets. So it's an extremely cool way to kind of get versatile upgrades on your cards rather than just, +1 or the plus as appears typically at the end of them. The defensive mode is a huge part of this character as well. They start with a relic called Mode Shifter, where the first time they lose, or rather any time, that they lose 10 HP over the course of a single fight, they will suddenly turn into defensive mode, gain 10 block, and not lose either of those at the start of the next turn. When you're in defensive mode, any card you play gives you 2 block, and you also have 3 thorns. So oftentimes you want to kind of plan when you'll be in defensive mode and when you won't be in defensive mode. The other important keywords that we should probably pay attention to a little bit here is stasis. Stasis, when a card is added to stasis, it is added with a counter +1 to its cost. So Shield Charger would be a 3 stasis. If Curl Up got into stasis, it would be 1. And when a card is in stasis at the start of your turn, it will decrement its stasis counter. And if it gets to 0, it will add itself back to your hand and you can play it for free. That is its cost at that point. Some cards have a tick effect, which will occur when they decrement their cost in stasis. And accelerate is the keyword for decrement something's cost if it's in stasis. So Time Sifter would help you accelerate through all of the things that you have up in stasis. I believe that goes over the breadth of the mechanics that are currently shown on the board. I will quickly say Momentary Decks and Momentary Thorns. They are, as you might expect, decks that you have for this turn and thorns that you have for this turn. If in the base game, potions were written with the momentary keyword, the flex pot would say gain 5 momentary strength, and the speed pot would say gain 5 momentary dex. And then the final thing that I wanted to mention is that this character also has a heavy focus on artifacting and self-debuffing as related to the previous momentary points. If you can give yourself an artifact, you can hold on to the momentary buff. So that is another archetype you might be looking into to play a little around with here.
This was the greatest overview that I think we've ever gotten in Slay the Spire Draft Champs.
Dude, I gotta tell you, it's because I'm so hyped on this character. Like I could have done that in my sleep. I could go for another 40 minutes just talking about everything I like about the character, and may do.
Well, I'm excited. Like I said, Raps, look, you've had a Downfall series going on your channel for a little while now. I loaded it up last night because I went, oh crap, I don't even have the Guardian unlocked and we're playing as them. So I played one run as the Slimebound. I think that's the name of the first character, correct?
Yep.
And
Slime Boss.
Sure.
Previously Slimebound.
Close enough. And I won. So I feel like basically I have a guaranteed 100% chance to win today.
You know what?
That's where I sit.
Well done. I believe I lost my first run as the Slimebound in my mod. I had like a 10-minute run and then I had a 1 hour 50 after that.
Oh my lord.
But that's a good win rate for you. That's a 100% here. Dude. So I expect you to be carrying that through.
After last week's where I think I lost like 7 to 8 runs over the course of the video, I'm looking to not do that again.
Yeah, that did skew the stats a little bit, certainly.
Yeah. Raps, you want heads or tails?
Yeah, give me tails.
All right. Little tails action. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a problem for me.
Hell yeah.
You can see it immediately. All right.
Okay. Now, I will note, we have currently 1 gem on the board. So I would warn you a little against possibly playing into sockets and gems as a strat that you're going to work with here.
Okay. Duly noted.
I
know the way you are. You don't want me to take the gems because you want them.
Look, if there, you know what? There are a plural.
There's
amount of gems.
2 gems. Right. This man's trying to pull a quickie.
You're right. It's my bad. I'm entirely sorry about that one. I think I'm going to take next 2.
How very interesting.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to take what I see as, like I said, don't know the deck super well. I'm going to take what I see as a good first floor card so that I survive the first floor, and that is Multi-Beam.
Nice. Yep, there's definitely a lot of value in that one.
Yeah. There is also 5 gold cards, which scares the hell out of me.
Well, if it helps at all, I intend to clear it up a little bit for you. I'm going to take the Compile package here. And then I'm also going to take the Aquamarine.
I told you that this man was gonna take the gems. I'm not surprised.
Something changed my mind.
Was it by any chance the Emerald gem that I'm gonna take?
It was. It was the Emerald gem that you were about to take. Yeah. Exactly what changed my mind.
Crazy, isn't it?
I'm now going to take the Ball Beam.
Okay, that's fair. All right. I didn't really intend on taking that gem, but just felt like the right thing to do in that moment.
Look, that's totally okay. If you wanna play that way, I'm gonna go to a shop. I'm gonna get my my second gem from that.
I'm gonna go to the same damn shop and get the same damn gem. How about that?
Damn.
That's right. I'm gonna take the prismatic beam.
Well, okay. I'm surprised.
That's okay.
I'm officially surprised.
Be surprised.
Okay. Well, I am. So you did it.
How surprised? On a scale from like 1 to the face that the scream makes in the painting, how surprised are you?
I'm on a scale of 0 to Edvard Munch's The Scream. I'm the look of paranoia in Whistler's mum's eye.
Okay. I have a different question for you while you pick a card.
Oh, please do.
What would you say is the least surprised painting you've ever seen?
Oh, the least surprised painting that I've okay, it's gonna be like one of those old kind of like Renaissance paintings of a king because they are always looking so ostentatious and so prepared. I'm gonna say it's probably like a King Henry the something, right? There's almost certainly gonna be a painting in that genre that fulfills what I'm talking about here. I can't think of like an individual image off the top of my head so much as an archetype of images.
I can respect it.
I'm gonna quickly take the Sentry Beam here, actually.
All right. Let's see here.
How about yourself? What's the least you know? You know what? No, I know the answer for me. It's any painting that gives the DreamWorks face before DreamWorks made it. There's no surprise in that face. That is a smug self-assuredness.
I would agree. There's very little surprise in that face. I think the most or least surprised, I suppose is the better way to word it. Least surprised face would be, dude, there is like no block out here, huh? Frick. I don't like that. I'm gonna take this piercing hide.
Temporal shields.
I'm gonna take the other temporal shield. I was waiting on you.
I figured if I picked it that quickly, you would take the other one.
Let me give you my 2 rankings for least surprised person. I think painting. I think the Mona Lisa is up there for the least surprised because I feel like the Mona Lisa just knows everything. So how could you be surprised if you know everything?
She does look a little bored.
Bored?
She does look a little.
I think she look. I think
right. Pull it up in a second tab,
dude. I think I'll do it.
She's disinterested in your shit. That's what that looked like.
I think the Mona. No. The Mona Lisa looks like the person that came up to you at the party and told you a secret and then walked across the room and then they turned around and they looked at what your reaction was to what they said. That's what the Mona Lisa looks like. That's not surprise. Okay. She knows it. She knows the gossip.
On that same path, I think you're right, but on that same path, what she's really doing is she's mugging to the camera for like a very, very prototype version of The Office. She's doing a pull-up Jim right there.
She's the modern
audience.
Jim Halpert.
I'm telling you, pull up Mona Lisa. Tell me that's not right. Tell me Jim Halpert did not somehow reverse inspire the Mona Lisa.
I'm surprisingly with that, actually. All right, but if it's not the Mona Lisa for the most surprised, then just give me like one of the abstract Mondrian painting that's just like squares. So I feel like you can't really. How do you surprise a square? Doesn't even exist.
Squares don't even exist. That's right. Couldn't surprise them because they're not real.
Only hot takes today. Okay. Dude, frig, I'll take your Nerf card.
Go for it.
I think it's probably a good one.
Let me get this.
I'm gonna take this poly beam too.
Because I just took a strength scaling card.
I mean, I don't know. I have 2 strength scaling cards. I'm sorry.
No, I see it. It's fine.
Whatever.
I'll take a clone now.
You're very salty about my deck stealing today.
I mean, it's going well. It's just Man, we are both building very different decks right now. I'm glad for at least that. But that emerald, what I wanted was I was going to put the emerald and the where are we, aquamarine into the ball beam. The aquamarine adds crystal wards to your hand. This is something I actually didn't explain. Sorry about this. The crystal ward is effectively a shiv, but defense. So if both of those went into the bauble beam, I would have gained 2 decks and then 2 cards that benefit from decks. So there's certainly a little bit of salt in my bod at this point.
Yeah. What's draft champs without a little salty bod, right?
Exactly. Wouldn't be the same.
Okay, I got another weird question for you while you pick. I'm gonna warn you.
I'm ready for them.
I am 1 alcoholic beverage in going into this one, which is definitely like that's new for me for this recording sesh.
My man. All right.
Just a good excuse.
If you're gonna handicap yourself, I'm gonna match your speed.
Just a good excuse to get it going.
Now, sure, it might be midday, but
yeah, what does it matter? It's daylight savings for you. It's later in the day than normal. You're good.
So it's closer to 5 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it my pick?
It is your pick.
It is. Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna take the first curl up here.
I will take the second one.
Yeah.
That said, I don't think you would have taken a second one, but maybe you would have.
It's theoretically possible.
Maybe you would have. I'd take the Walker Claw. All right, but anyway, the brain goes into weird places when slightly inebriated. What would you think is the saltiest thing you've ever eaten? Is there something that immediately comes to mind? That giggle, I'm regretting asking.
Yeah, exactly. So the second most salty thing I've ever eaten is probably. So I had some sort of a seafood preparation at a nice restaurant once, and I would not be able to tell you for the life of me whatever the hell it was, but it was so salt heavy that I do not believe my tongue has returned to its original form since.
Dude,
I believe I blew out my salt sensors. I could probably like lick a salt lick right now and it'd be fine. And take time, Sipter.
Seafood with salt is horrendous.
I do not know how it happened.
Like that's actually, I feel pain thinking of that. Like, seafood ain't meant
to have inflicted this pain.
It ain't meant to be salty, man. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks that seafood shouldn't be salty.
Comes from the sea. Sea starts with an S, so does salt. Look, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, this is a 1-to-1.
So it's not that there's salt in the sea as the reason why, but
no.
Oh, I see. Okay,
that's too abstract.
Too obvious.
This one's on you, my man.
No.
Was it not?
No, I took I got 13. You got also 13. You started.
All right.
Wait a minute. No. You said next 2, didn't you?
Yeah.
Am I losing my mind? I might be. I swear to God I just went. But honestly, this is just an excuse. Somebody's going to end up coming in and being like, Tyler cheated. He took multiple cards at the end. But
honestly, how dare you?
You freaking
I'm going to hold it against you intensely.
All right.
Do you want to flip that one as well?
Yeah. I'm No, you know what? You're going to say it again.
I'll flip it. You No, I'll flip it. You call. You call.
Okay. Let's go tails.
So it's F for the flips?
R for the flips. F just flips it.
All right.
R rolls the quarter.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's go, dude. I'm going to take first one, actually.
Go for it.
I'll take a shovel.
Oh my god. That is so bold. I love it as an idea. I want to see how it works out for you.
It'll work out fine.
Oh man.
You're going to take calipers for sure.
Well, yeah, you're right. But what's the other one though?
Yeah.
I mean, the ability to take on elites a little easier, I think, is actually probably what I need.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick.
Look, there's at least one heat left on this board right now.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take this.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other debated one for me as well.
Yeah.
Do we want to pull a? Oh no, wait, we do not have that. These are the relics.
Yeah. No, we ain't messing with any other crap on this run. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with these cards. I don't need to make my life more miserable.
You know, I want to have a quick inspection of your deck and see the kinds of things that you can do here, because there are a couple things that immediately come to mind.
Oh,
to be entirely honest with you,
dude, I got all kinds of good stuff going for me.
that spot weak point could be all the scaling you need right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm patiently waiting for, one other gem to show up in a shop, and then like some kind of strength scaling card, and I'm in business. I'll be totally fine. I will win.
You and I both, brother, have that exact same experience of waiting for the first gem in the first shop, and also you and I both think that we're about to win.
Oh.
Let's go launch up into the game, get the cards and relics sorted, and then we'll bring you back.
That sounds good to me. We'll see you there.
And we're back. We've loaded up all of our Guardian cards and made sure that we are on the same seed. Do you wanna give us a little bit of a cheeky countdown, friend?
How cheeky do you want it?
Okay, so on a scale of
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, that's so cheeky!
So cheeky.
I wasn't ready for that amount of cheek.
Well, there you got cheeked. What can I say?
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay.
Man, having the ability to upgrade in the first place really means that I got some decisions to make.
So you're... Oh, that's right. You are upgrading immediately, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I'm not. I'm going to dig up a random relic.
Ah, yes. You don't want to upgrade the refracted beam there, sir?
It is something you could do, right? It's definitely...
You're not wrong.
It's a thing. Whether it's a good thing, who knows, right? All right.
That was the thing that I thought was so bold about the choice to take the shovel when you've already got the refractor beam in the deck. Like, you haven't got the ability to do all of those. What are you going to be doing, my man?
I'm gonna meme my way through this. I'm gonna succeed at doing things and stuff. And
those are always good plans.
as you do. And if I come out with a win, I come out with a win, is the way I'm seeing it. I'm not sure I will come out with a win, saying as I am not overly aware of the character, but look, there's such a thing as beginner's luck, right?
There is. I am totally ready for you to pull this out as a victory.
I also think that I will pull this out as a victory. Dude, roll attack is a great card.
I wish I had more consistent defensive mode in my deck for it.
It's so good. It's actually so good. I'm surprised at how great that card. We left that card on the table for so long. It's such a good card.
I mean, it's working well for you at the moment. I'm glad to hear it. It's just it hasn't necessarily been super nice to me.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Sucks to be you, right? Unfortunate. Oh lordy.
That's okay. That's okay. I think my bauble plan is going to really take off soon.
I hope it does, for your sake. Because believe it or not, I do actually... I want you to have a successful run. I just want to have a more successful run than you. Oh, this is a spicy relic to start.
Totally reasonable, my friend.
Yeah.
Ooh, Gem Finder! Oh, hell yes! There's a rare card in this called Gem Finder, and I just generated it using a random card that I generated. So now I have a extra gem at the end of combat that I just get that does not count as a card reward.
Isn't that nice? Very happy for you.
That's gonna help my ball beam take off.
It will. It will. I'm assuming you went double elite path.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, I got a second aquamarine. So now when I use the ball beam, I defend for 18 as well.
That's pretty good. That's nice. That's really good, actually. I'm willing to admit that. I am honestly.
I'm certainly not.
Do you know what I'm most concerned about with your deck? And by
I'm not.
The thing that I'm most concerned about with your deck, from my perspective, is that calipers. I think that's a very dangerously good relic.
That is why I want the ball beam to be stacked like this, because I intend to just over-defend on defensive mode turns.
Yeah. That's pretty good. It scares me like a excessive amount. Oh my god. What the crap, dude. Yeah.
Use your words.
Yeah. The momentary strength is nutty. Like it's really good. Yeah.
It can be extremely, extremely powerful. The amount of artifacts access you have in this character really, really helps it out.
Yeah. No, it's kind of nuts. Dude, this character, there's a lot going on with this guy.
I could not agree more. This is probably my favorite out of the characters in the Downfall.
He is
although
spicy.
I will say Hexaghost is quickly coming up on those heels.
So explain to me, just because or honestly, maybe don't explain to me, because maybe I want to be pleasantly surprised when I fight the Hexaghost here. But what makes you think that the Hexaghost might be your actual favorite?
It's the speed at which I picked up the Hexaghost, I think, has certainly a huge part to do with it. I immediately felt like, oh, this is intuitive to me. This is very obvious what I'm supposed to do here.
I see.
But the execution of it is really, really interesting. So it felt very I think the easiest way to say it succinctly is it feels extremely well designed.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, what more can you ask for, right?
You're not wrong.
Would you say, I suppose this might put you on the spot, but I do this a lot to you, so you're used to it. Would you say that Downfall is the best Slay the Spire mod you've ever played? Sorry, I really put you on the spot.
Question.
I really
no. That's a really good question, because Guardian was definitely one of my favorite character mods. Slimebound was up there certainly, but Slimebound probably wasn't my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's difficult to compare is the thing, because like obviously all of the other ones are slotting themselves into the base game, so they are working around the base game, but this is all new, right? So there's a completely different kind of tilt to it.
For sure.
I don't know if I would be able to directly compare them, but I will say it is a mod that includes a lot of mods that I previously really enjoyed and called at the time my favorite mods. So it certainly holds a position in that kind of pantheon.
I do think
I just don't know if I have the ability really to say like a favorite.
Yeah.
You know? Do you find it easy to pick favorites?
Well, no. Actually, I think the answer is no. I don't pick favorites a lot, ever. I'll say that something's my favorite and then change it a day later. So, I would agree. It's hard to pick favorites. I have a question for you, Raps.
Yo.
I'm at a nice event that is called Living Wall.
Love it.
I have the ability to punch these guys and use all 3 heads.
You should probably punch them and use all 3 heads.
Do you think I should?
I think you should probably punch them and use all 3 heads.
Okay. Okay.
It's you want to upgrade a card, you want to also transform a card, and you want to remove a card from the deck, or you probably give it a little bit of a tap.
I see. Okay.
See if that helps you out at all.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
All right. Dude, I'm intrigued. This is interesting.
Are you gonna be going for a cursed build here?
I don't know if curses are necessarily in my future today. Just because, you know, I think that
I get it. You're a coward. That's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
you don't need to win.
I'm not sure that's the way I would word it, but it's a little, it's a little spicy, right?
You're not wrong. We'll walk up there as well.
I feel like there's a level of spice involved with doing things that might lean me away from possibly going for a curse build.
Mm-hmm. I think I did need that information from you to decide whether or not I should try and go for a curse build, because I don't want to have to go for a curse build, but if you are, it's an arms race, right? I gotta do it if you're doing it.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm currently looking at my build, and I'm going, I need to keep spot weak point in my deck in order to have a chance.
Oh, I already have upgraded 2 of my rares. They are staying.
Yeah. So I am in a little bit of a weird point there where I just don't really think it's possible for me to get Pauper. And by Pauper, yeah, Pauper, not Highlander. Highlander I can get. Is this... There, yeah.
I do. I definitely do know. How was your experience with the first run you've done in this mod?
It was good. It was good. I built a goop deck, which was nice. It was goopy, but I had done a goop deck back before and enjoyed doing that goop deck back then, so I had a general idea of what was going on with it. So yeah,
I gotta say, my favorite thing about running like slime boss runs, and specifically especially goop runs, is the sentences that get formed out of your plays. Like, it kind of reminds me of when I used to play Isaac a lot and be like, okay, and now I just gotta go over here and start wearing Mum's heels so that I can cry extra blood out of my face at this pustule in the area.
Yeah.
Those kinds of like weird sentences that get constructed. It feels like a lot of my time spent playing the slime boss is spent saying, okay, now I gotta schlurp so I can lick him and get the goop on him, so then I can hit him and get the consume, so then I can goop and lick him again.
Yeah. No, I definitely get what you're saying there. Yeah, it's a
good character for that specifically.
It's a good time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. That said, I'm actually very much so enjoying this character here. I think there's some good stuff going with this guy.
As of the things I've said earlier, could not agree more.
I'm wishing, dude, you know what would be an insane combination with this character?
What would be?
To do a Guardian Ironclad run.
Yeah, anything that gives you extra access to like strength or dex outside of its momentary status. Yeah.
Yeah, like disturbingly good. Insanely interested in the idea of that for the future is all I will say.
No, maybe that's on the horizon then.
Yeah.
I'm certainly down to clown with that one until I'm in the ground. Ooh, vent steam even as well, baby.
How far along on your run are you here?
I'm at the second merchant. I'm 3 spaces above the watcher.
Okay.
Do we intend to try and take this to Niao? Because I don't know if Niao...
What the frick is taking it to Niao?
All right, whoops.
You can go wherever you would like
take this to spoiler?
You can take it wherever you would like to. I'm going to take it to where I normally take it to.
All right. That's totally fine by me.
I do also, I got to say, I love the shopkeep fight.
It's a good one.
But is it like, am I going crazy, or is it not the fight from what other mod is it? Wasn't it Infinite Spire?
I don't think it was Infinite Spire. I think you might be thinking of Shop Mod, or maybe Hubris was the one that gave you the ability to fight the shopkeeper.
That does sound right. That sounds
was
right.
hubris.
Yeah.
I apologize if I'm wrong to the developer.
No, that does sound correct. God, dude. I'm gonna tell you, you will probably win this because I will die. But I'm mainly just here. I'm messing with what works and having a good time. So we'll see where that takes me.
What is this? The Grim Forge. I love this space. Gives me the ability to do a bunch of stuff with gems. It's just I have to destroy my bauble beam if I want to do stuff.
You don't want
I
to
don't
do
wanna
that.
do that.
Yeah, you do not want to do that.
Moving card for a random gem. I guess it's gonna be a pick here then for me.
I'm hoping to get a gem from this Le Shop right here.
Le Shop.
Le Shop. There is no gem in. Oh, there is a gem in Le Shop. Okay. It's good. Dude, it's real good, I think. I'm a happy boy.
I'm extremely glad to hear that, my man.
Oh, that's interesting too.
What's the interesting thing upon which you've stumbled?
Ghost Inferno.
Oh, yeah, it's a boss card.
It is a boss card.
Have much familiarity with boss cards?
I do not.
I will mention a limitation of them before you pick it up.
You can only play
and that is
one
that you can
per
only
turn?
play exactly.
Thank you for letting me know.
No, you're all on top of it.
I do. I figured it out.
You know what? I think you're sandbagging me here. I think you're about to turn around and just reveal that actually I have 2,000 hours in Downfall and I helped develop it. So here we go. I'm getting rumbled. I'm getting shocked here right now. I don't like it.
I would be pleasantly surprised if I rumbled you here, which I'm just not going to even comment on that in the end.
What? Rumbling's a totally normal thing to rumble this person.
Different strokes for different folks.
You're not wrong.
Dude, this Grim Forge is interesting, actually.
It's a good space. I believe ages ago you only got to use one thing there. I am so glad it is in its current incarnation.
What? You can use all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's disturbingly good. I literally was sitting here trying to pick which one to do. Oh my god.
There are a lot of events, I will say, in this mod that give you the ability to use all of them.
Holy crap. Okay. Well,
Sometimes you have to do an extra fight, as you'd seen prior. Sometimes not.
Okay, yeah, this is nutty. Oh, you could just keep going. You could just keep on doing it. Okay, yeah, that's insanity. That's insanity.
I believe it might be a first floor only event though, so it's not like you have the ability to like super change your deck later on.
Yeah.
I might be wrong on that though. I don't really have like solid ground rules here yet. Oh, what? I'm not even gonna tell you what I just found. I'm waiting for you to see it as well, but I did not know that this existed in here, and I'm so glad it does. Oh my god.
Now I'm afraid.
That's so cool.
Cause I mean, what? Cause I'm at the Watcher.
Yeah, finish the Watcher fight, my man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's the flavor text. Oh. Love it.
You got me so excited over here.
Look, it is, you are, every ounce of excitement that you will have invested into this will be paid off tenfold.
Okay. I'm trusting you on that.
Best do so. I kind of run to the point that I've got 10 unupgraded cards in my deck and 2 upgraded cards in my deck, and I would like to have only 2 upgraded cards in my deck and no other cards in my deck. If at all possible.
Oh, dude, this is a little spiced.
Oh, how goes your Watcher fight?
Yeah.
Like that, I guess.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Often is like that.
Yeah. Sometimes it really do be.
Even if they don't think it'd be like it.
It sometimes really do be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because the problem is I'm still trying to, like, as much as possible, flawless. Like, there's a part of me that's like, you know, Tyler, it's a moral victory if you can just come out of this alive. But then the other part of me is like, yeah, but what if I won? Like, well, how cool would it be if you just won instead? But
it'd be pretty damn cool.
It would be very neat. It would be very neat. I'm giving the Watcher the 1-2 right now.
Hell yeah, my man. I'm receiving the 1-2 from the Book of Stabbing here. So.
Oh, I don't even want to think about fighting Stabby right now.
Well, unfortunately, it's the reality of my situation at this point. So, how are we getting here? All right, we're good. Whew. Oh my god! Okay, the Preserved Insect's shown up. So, Preserved Insect as well as Sling of Courage is just like hunt elites. Just go for them. Full tilt.
Best of luck. Did you flawless your Watcher fight?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. The idol of retromation.
Mm-hmm. Now, was I being hyperbolic?
I mean, I think the correct answer is you were being hyperbolic, because that's pretty hype.
Hell yeah,
dude! I'm gonna take
Extremely
it.
Hype.
I'm definitely gonna take it. Let's go.
Do it. I did it as well.
Let's go.
Check out the text on it as well. The flavor text.
Often called the idol of Rito for short.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's how you know it's a true fan right there.
That's incredible. Oh, dude, that just made my night.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Rito knows about it?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I heavily doubt it.
I picked up a boss relic called the Wonderbots.
Oh, that's dude.
The other day as well.
It's crazy.
I'll tell you that I also had a run with Teak as I was showing him some of the different characters. I didn't really want to tell him that there was a thing in the game related to him, but we ended up finding it as the first relic for the Hexaghost, the sneaky Teakwood matchstick.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's see here. Dude, all of my cards kind of don't have that good of upgrades.
Upgrading with your gems, my man.
Well, so it's just kind of like, I'm just gonna pump all my upgrades into Refracted Beam, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to upgrade any other card. Like, Refracted Beam does everything I needed to and then some. So.
That is fair.
Kind of feels like that's the move.
I have to steer clear of using Refracted Beam too much because it'll get nerfed again.
It feels strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I'm not even using it in the right way, and it's still like disturbingly strong. Especially like it's so strong with spot weak point. It's insane. Like the
problem I worry you might encounter is not being able to deal consistent damage to bosses after it gets exhausted. That's the trade-off that I foresee here.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I can see that.
Ooh. Beautiful. Oh man, I really, really did not think this run was going to come together as quickly as it did for me, but I gotta say, this has really come together.
If you were a Beatles song that possibly was by this,
would be Come Together.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's certainly not the one you set me up for, but it does make sense.
Okay. I figured it was worth asking, right? Never know.
Yeah, exactly. I could turn around and say help.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I appreciate it.
Maybe you needed somebody help. Maybe.
Unfortunately, we have actually reached the entire limit of my knowledge about the Beatles.
You don't know any other Beatles songs besides Help and Come Together?
I know Help, Come Together. I know Hey Jude.
Okay. There's 3 out of the about 40 you should know.
And we're done.
What? Come on. You don't know any other Beatles songs besides those 3?
Tell me a popular Beatles song, and I'll tell you whether or not I've ever heard of it. Well, okay, I might have heard of it, but if I could ever identify it.
We All Live in a Yellow Submarine.
Okay, look, that just got like memed to death.
How is it memed to death? It's a song.
Okay, it got memed
in
to
the
death
60s?
pre-memes, right? Exactly. So it's pre-memes memeing, right? What I'm saying is like Simpsons was riffing on it for still ages after it was released, right? Like the pop cultural sensation and jokes around it existed for a long enough period of time that is like I've experienced that through the cultural osmosis of the pre-memetic era of memes.
So you're telling me that you're not allowed to have a song. A song is not allowed to count as a song for you if it's been memed.
No, that's not what I say at all. There are songs that are memes that I enjoy.
Name one.
I can't. None come to mind because that's a lie.
Yikes.
I knew you were.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to immediately? My man. All right. Well. Okay. What would actually be a fun one? I don't know. The one that played in the background of Robot Unicorn Attack. The Open Your Eyes and you'll come to see that your eyes are open.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what? All the better for me, frankly, at this rate. Yeah. You're not going to be able to call me out if you don't know what I'm talking about.
That's fair. Yeah, I respect it.
It's not that it doesn't count as a song. It's more that, like, I don't know it from its status as a song. I know it from the jokes made about it.
That's fair.
That's the more relevant way to say it, right? Surely.
Yeah. I'm good with that. I think you are missing a chunk of Beatles songs.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're not giving me many examples. You know what? I'm about to say that I don't think you know any Beatles songs.
Okay.
I think you're putting this all on me.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this in like a just shove all of them at you in one fell swoop, or say each one by one so that you can go, well, I mean, look, that one was in the 1998 movie, yada
Give
yada.
me a one by one, and then as I give you my bad excuse why I don't know it, talk over me.
Okay. 8 days a week.
Never heard of it in my life.
Come on.
Seriously.
That
rings no bell.
I need your love, babe. Yes, you know
100%
it's true.
I do not know that.
What? 8 days a week.
I've never heard that in my entire life.
I love you. You've never heard that?
No. Well,
What?
Okay, I heard it a couple seconds ago.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm pretty surprised because that's a pretty common Beatles song.
I told you. I was very clear about my experience with them. Lacking
severely, dude. You gotta get some Beatles songs, honestly.
Okay, what? Give me the top 3 Beatles songs that I need to hear, because I've told you all the ones I know. So outside of that,
the top Beatles. This is like a BuzzFeed article. The top Beatles songs you need to hear right now.
This is the setup for Dave Letterman old kind of like top 10 list.
Yeah.
Top 10 Beatles songs that Rhapsody needs to hear. Now what I need you to do is make 8 of them like, and then 2 of them kind of funny, but like smirk funny, but not laugh funny. You know?
I get what you're saying. That said, I am gonna just give you good ones.
Fine.
So let's see. The actual best. Oh my god, dude. Okay, that's interesting. I just got the Necronomicon, which is unique.
I got the Enchiridion. I wish I had the Necronomicon. Actually, I don't want to have the Necronomicon because the Idol of Retromation is downgrading the cost of my ball beam, so I couldn't cast it twice if I wanted to.
That's actually I just had that issue and I don't like it.
Sorry about that.
That kind of sucks a lot.
Perhaps a touch unfortunate.
Anyway. Okay, the best Beatles songs. For me, it's probably... See, it depends, actually. He says, knowing that Raps does not actually appreciate it depends as an answer to this. There's Beatles songs for different moods, I feel. So if you're in, even the Beatles have different... Their songs are a different move, I feel. Where you have to figure out which Beatles mood you're in, because they have different. Their music's very different from era to era. But I will. Hey, I got the Rhapsody co-mining pick.
Hey!
Look at that! Congratulations, you made it into a game.
I was very, very pleased to see.
It's very cool. Give me... The thing is, Come Together is probably one of them, which I'm not actually happy about, because you know it. So I'm going to not say that, and I'm going to say one of them is Get Back. Okay. I'm assuming you don't know that one?
No.
Okay. So I'd say one is Get Back. I would say another is... Maybe Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
So that's not the name of an album. That's the name of the song.
It is a song as well.
Okay. Also, it's as well, so it is both.
Yes. Yeah. You had that. Yeah, you actually did have that partially correct. Let's see. What other good... You're making me actually want to, like... Dude, what is with us, and every time we record, I have to pull up my Spotify in the middle of the video? We had to do this.
This is a plan. Like, we've been sponsored by Spotify, and I just didn't want to tell you because you might reject the money.
Oh, that makes sense. It all makes sense now. Oh, dude, my multi... Oh, my God. That is so good. My multi-beam procs with Necronomicon, but then also procs with Spot Weak Point, where the second time it plays, it uses the momentary strength from the first.
Hell yeah, that sounds great.
That's broken. I love it. Yeah, that's hot. I like that. Okay.
It's hot, but would you describe it as dangerous?
Oh, it's hot and dangerous. Incredibly.
Glad to hear it, Kesha.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Everything
is
I'll
so
go out
good.
on a limb and say I think I know more Kesha songs than I know Beatles songs.
How many Kesha songs do you know?
Okay. Whew.
Not a great
Come
start.
together.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Both that and the album. Oh god. It's the names of her songs that I don't remember off the top of my head because they're all that kind of like corruption, kind of like text speak names. But I can play. I'll say it like this. I can play a couple of her songs in my head, start to finish. I can play one from the Beatles, and it's Hey Jude, and it's because I sung that in choir.
That's fair. I do think you need more Beatles songs. I'm just gonna continue to say it, I think.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
The thing is, you failed to convince me which Beatles songs I still need. So at this point,
It's because it's almost like I feel bad saying it because I don't want to give you the wrong one. Is that like I want to give you the for sure best. Oh, here, one of my favorites, Penny Lane.
Okay, I've heard the name of Penny Lane before.
Okay.
That's it. End of sentence.
That does hurt me.
I'm sorry, man. Look, it's I'm trying to think like what's a band that I really like that you might know songs by, and I'm like, no, that's not a fair comparison. Because this is a well-known band. Like, it is surprising when people don't know about this band. It's like when I say that I've no, it's normal not to know any Star Trek.
Yeah, I don't know friggin' anything there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like another giant media property that I have no knowledge of, but it's really hard to think of what you don't know.
You know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. There are known knowns.
Yep.
Just exploit the ever-living hell out of this out of this calipers here.
This freaking multi-beam with pen nib and Necronomicon in the deck is my lord. It's so
I am
gross.
so glad to hear that you've got something going off hard like that.
It's so gross. It's just illegally good.
I gotta say, I'm really glad not only that you have something going off on your run, but that now makes me feel a little better about talking about the things going off on my run, because I'm building a barricade. I get 100 block at the end of each turn.
Yikes. I'm assuming you flawless pretty much everything.
It would be pretty hard to take a flawless from me now.
Yeah.
It would have to happen in the first 2 turns.
I'm actually like, I'm doing okay in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting. I'm going. I'm going. It's good. It's good. I'm still on the second floor. I have a feeling you're on the third.
No. I'm finishing up my final fight on the second floor.
Oh, dude, we're pretty close together. Right.
Whereabouts are you?
Pretty close together right now over me. Shung dung dun dun dun.
And this is a Beatles song.
It was Come Together, you freaking coward. I'm so mad.
Yeah. Oh, here's like Rolling Stones are usually invoked in the same kind of breath as the Beatles.
Yeah, I don't
Is
really
that
like
a fair
the Rolling.
comparison?
I don't really like the Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm. Is there a particular reason for it?
Just not my jam. I feel like
That's totally fair.
I feel like there's better bands from that era, such as the Beatles. But
without saying the Beatles, can you name a better band from that area that I also need to maybe invest some time into?
I would say that one of my favorite bands from that era is ELO.
I know one song from them, and it's the one you expect I do.
I think there's 2 that could be. But I'm gonna assume that
Oh, wait, is Afternoon Delight by ELO?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If it is,
So,
I'm looking it up right now because I'm like 99% sure it's not.
The one I have on lock is naturally Mr. Blue Sky.
Okay. It is not. Afternoon Delight is by Starland Vocal Band, which does also have a similar vibe to Electric Light Orchestra, but...
Okay, I'm glad to hear they're at least a little bit interrelated. Makes you feel less bad about not knowing.
Yeah. But nah, dude, I'm
going
huge fan of ELO.
Buck heckin' wild.
Oh, you're gonna make me look like a fool on this one.
No, I was just saying Buck heckin' wild because I've got the empty cage and I'm actually legit just gonna take it, remove more cards from this deck. We're going down to a 10 card deck by the end, hopefully.
Oh my. Aw, frick, dude. The Ironclad, Iron Chad put 5 strength on him and then played a Twin Strike. You stupid little stupid head. I don't like
How
him.
dare that stupid little stupid head do that to you?
Honestly.
Just rude as all hell.
And this man has Tori, and it's just horrible. Wow, I might die to this guy because he just has the greatest relics of all time.
It'll happen from time to time. I believe in you, though. You've only said, I think I'm going to die once so far, which means that you're totally fine.
I do have a lizard tail, so when I tell you I'm dead, I'm not actually dead.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, keep defending, keep defending. I found a Dolly's Mirror and I duped my Bauble Beam, and I'm also using the clone to dupe my Bauble Beam, so I'm just playing 3 Bauble Beams like constantly.
That's pretty good.
3 bauble beams that each give me 30 block each time I play them.
That is pretty good.
It's a pretty reasonable one.
What the
I'm feeling comfy with it.
This dude's hitting me for 29. Okay.
You got this, my man.
I am skeptical. We'll see though.
So what are the other songs from Blue Sky? I think the band's name is the what are the other songs I need to know by ELO?
Living Thing is a banging one. To be fair, you've probably heard it.
Possibly. I mean, you belted out a line of the previous one. I need you to belt out a line of this one so that I can possibly ground myself.
The problem is there's some songs that you just don't you don't have the belting readily available for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would not want to have to jump into the take on me kind of situation right now, you know?
Dude, I just tweeted about that song the other day.
You did. It's why it's in my mind.
Yeah. It's
I read those tweets.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate that. It's one of those. It was one of those songs where it came on the radio, and I was like, I kind of forgot how much of a banger "Take on Me" is. Also,
Top
wow,
banger.
this is impressive. I actually don't want all 3 of the boss relics.
You don't want to remove 2 cards from your deck?
No, not really.
Wild.
My deck is actually just like totally fine.
But would it be more fine with 2 fewer cards, maybe?
Like, I could remove curses, but I have 2 of them, which means
are you actually gonna do curses now?
I mean, I might try.
I'm too late to do it. So if that's the 100 points that makes the difference, then well done. You got me.
I might try. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get more curses from. Is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I need to prioritize. Question marks on this floor, and then just hope.
I recommend it. That's it's very much my kind of strat.
Okay, we'll figure this out. Oh crap! The freaking Rhapsody mining pick just gives me gems, but doesn't. Oh crap, dude! I thought that was a.
You don't have the ability to sock it off.
I thought it was a free action to do it.
No, friend. You have to pay for those gems.
Now I'm varying levels of salt, where the varying is high level of salt. Damn.
Okay, so would you say, oh, Rhapsody mining pick, hello?
I'm unhappy with Rhapsody mining pick.
What would you prefer?
I would prefer to go back and be able to dig for a freaking relic, or do I don't literally anything else right there. Actually, would be more beneficial to my life.
Upgrade your refracting beam.
Yeah, something like that would do much better for me.
Have you seen the flavor text on that Rhapsody mining pick there?
I have not. With as many gemstones that litter the spire, it is hard to imagine anyone so unlucky to have needed this pick to aid them. Wow.
At the end of multiple different runs of being incapable of finding a single GD gem, that turns up in the next patch.
That's pretty good. All right, let's throw this on there.
All right, actually, I know of not maybe the same era, certainly maybe a decade 2 later. But I know the band that is the classic one that I know most of the songs of, that I would be in good contention for, and it is Queen.
Oh, dude.
Queen's Mind.
I respect that.
There was a guy I knew in high school. His name was Blair, and we used to sit down and both disguise the earbuds up our sleeves, and just sit down in music class listening to Queen, just listening to albums like back to front.
Dude, absolutely.
In reverse. We were looking for
satanic
demonic
messages.
symbols. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Dude, we used to do the earbuds down the sleeve as well. Crazy how the
It's a good
worlds do
strat.
be like that, right?
Actually, bottles in the open again. I also, at one point, just straight up skipped class to, and I'm not as proud of this one, right? Because in retrospect, I don't like the band as much. But I once skipped class just to straight up listen in the main kind of like quadrangle, the main area that we would all sit at lunchtime, with a friend to the entire Viva La Vida album by Coldplay. Can't remember the name of the actual album itself, but the Viva La Vida album.
Yeah, dude, it might have been Viva La Vida.
It may well have been. I
Yeah.
kind of hope it is. So
Yeah.
that I'm right in retrospect, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm actually, now that you say it, I'm like 99% sure that it is. That said, I'm not a huge fan of that album.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of it at the time, but
Yeah.
it for maybe that week, and then I never cared about it ever again.
I don't think I'm a
I
huge
probably
fan.
didn't think about it until now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a huge fan of the band in general.
That's totally
I
fair.
think
I
they're
mean, like, I
okay.
like some of the earlier songs,
Yeah.
like The Scientist,
Oh, yeah,
especially.
yeah,
I'm like,
for
yeah, I'll
sure.
get down with that.
Yeah. I think they're okay.
hmm
I think that's the best way to word them.
Well, I mean, look, if we're going to go in this direction, then I need to ask, what is the most overrated band of this kind of, like, everyone knows of them, this kind of pantheon of all the bands that we're like, yep, that's a quality band right there.
I know you
Because it
don't.
might be the Beatles.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Um,
I'm glad you didn't even bother taking debate on
No.
that. You're like, you're wrong, though.
no, it's not them. I have an answer. I don't think I like it though, and you definitely don't like it, so I don't think you want me to say it.
You're about to say Queen. And
No,
I'm gonna be real mad.
no, it's not Queen. No, they're one of the best.
okay,
They're one of the
well-
best bands of all time.
My curiosity is piqued. I'm afraid you are going to have to tell me now.
Okay, I think it's Green Day.
You look, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Does anyone think of them as like a giant pantheon, kind of like these?
Dude,
this
I
is the
think-
best band of all time, kind of
I
situation?
think there are a chunk of people that think that.
Yeah, but I don't think there are enough people to have it be like on the same level of like a Coldplay kind of situation. I don't think Green Day was as powerful.
Dude, I
broad.
think Green Day is absolutely more powerful than Coldplay is.
Okay, who would you prefer to fight, Chris Martin or Billy Joe Armstrong?
Billy Joe would
Oh
probably
God!
murder me.
Oh my God! Sorry, my phone was off to the side, and so I just said, "Okay, who would you prefer to fight?" And it just started
call
giving me,
Billy Joe
would you-
Armstrong?
No, it said, "Would you prefer to fight Chris Martin?" And it just started playing out the search results it found for that. I have been jump scared by my phone. It is truly the month of Spooktember. The spooks abound.
It's an interesting situation to be in.
You a big fan of getting spooked?
No,
You go to,
dude, absolutely not. You have no idea how many Halloweens I've had making content where I have everybody and their mother ask me, "Are you gonna do a horror game stream thing?" And I go, "Nope." I have no interest. I genuinely have no interest.
Is it specifically in the realm of like horror games,
No,
or is it?
I don't like horror movies.
horror
I don't like
everything?
horror games. I don't like being scared. I'm good.
What is it about it to you?
Honestly, one of the main things is
Hmm.
I get like super sensitive to gory stuff. And that's like 99% of horror today.
Yep, that's definitely true.
Yeah, and it's annoying. Like if it was like psychological horror type things where it's more like you don't know what's gonna happen and then there's a huge plot twist type thing. Like a movie that comes to mind is there was a horrendous horror movie, House at the End of the Street. It was one of Jennifer Lawrence's like first movies after doing Hunger Games. And I went to see it with some friends, and the movie's kind of bad, but it has like a really good plot twist in it. And it's a horror movie, and it definitely had the There was like, it was no jump scares, but it was just kind of like the tense vibes the entire time.
Yep.
But that's the kind of horror movie that I'm fine with. Other, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just fade me with that. I got no interest.
Yeah, I can definitely get the same kind of feeling of I don't want this negative emotion that's about to be visited upon me by this.
Yeah.
If I engage with horror media, it is usually because not necessarily that there's like a specific twist or something like that, but there's like the setting is really interesting or something like that. Like I dragged myself through a bunch of Saw films, not because I really liked the gore or the horror aspects, but because I thought the mechanical traps were really interesting. And so I would look online afterwards to like, these traps were in the background and here's how we think they worked. And here's like the mechanical structure of each of these. And here's how the trap would have worked, just because I found the games really interesting.
Yeah. I can't tell if that's maybe a little psychotic, but I think I'm with it.
At least a little, possibly. But,
just a little possibly, but yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean, I will say I was doing that at the age of 8, so is that fine? Is that still fine?
Let me look. I think it, gets a little sketchier.
The Exorcist was the first film that I ever watched. Is that okay? Cool. We'll find on that one.
Who needs Finding Nemo when you could have the Nexorcist?
Exactly. Who needs Finding Nemo when you can have carving up Dory?
Poor Dory, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Dory. Lost all possibility of a continued franchise after some actions.
Yeah. Unfortunate, really.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer
couldn't have happened to a nicer fish. Dude, my deck is only like one of two things. It's either absurdly strong and just like explodes, or I take a lot of damage. It's basically, it's just dependent on how the hell I draw my cards. Yeah. It's one of those ones.
I have experienced both sides of that so many times. I have the utmost sympathy for you.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've had to end an episode with, but if we drew differently, it would have been fine.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
And like there's certain times where that's certainly like a little bit of an excuse, but sometimes it's like, I don't know, man. The exact card I needed was in the wrong position every time. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yep. That is where I'm at.
I wish you the best of luck in finding your way out.
It's going okay.
I'm carrying 3 Swift potions just in case I get like hard screwed on a draw. Like specifically, I'm doing it for exactly the reason we're talking about right now. Could not be more relevant. Get him.
Are you on your final boss?
I am almost there.
Okay.
I am now on my final boss.
Okay. I'm on the fight right before it. Dude, we're about to legitimately have the extremely rare both finish damn near the same time run, which never happens.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe. That may be brought to you by the fact that there might be an extra objective that I have to complete after this.
Oh no. Well, best of luck on your extra objective.
Thank you. I wonder if it'll affect the score. That might skew things a little bit.
I would imagine it probably will. But
we'll try and determine how it affects the score and determine the score without that as well. But for the moment, I am going to just go full bore into this defect here. Nice.
Wow,
I have also... Sorry.
I got some heat, dude. I have some freaking heat right now. So I have the opportunity. So keep in mind that this is including... So I've got Necronomicon and Pennib active at the start of my defect fight. Okay?
Got it.
Also have Bag of Marbles, so he has a vulnerability. I have Refracted Beam as a 2 cost sitting in my hand.
Yep.
Which is currently, if I play it, a 12 times 7 on him. So it's doing that twice. So that's, I mean,
Wait, is your pen nib activated?
I'm ready to go for pen nib. So I'm getting.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
it's
so
a
it's 12 by 7 and then 6 by 7. Right?
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. That is true. Okay. But I also I also have Twin Beam, which is a boss card that's deal 16 damage twice and then 16 damage twice at the start of your next turn, which with the vulnerability is 24 damage twice. It's just a lot of heat, man.
I wonder if both parts of Twin Beam would be affected by by pen nib. Or if the second turn is considered like an extra effect.
I'm just gonna smack him with Refracted Beam. We'll see what happens.
That sounds like a reasonable idea.
Yeah.
I'm not doing damage fast at all. I gotta say, I'm very slow because I'm just doing 19 damage with the bauble beams, but no one can damage me. So
that's fair.
It's a weird position to be in.
Yeah.
I'm also really happy that I have the ink bottle from super early on, because when I play a bauble beam, I generate 6 more cards, so it almost draws me a card as well.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, Defect, what are you doing, dude? He's got some stuff.
How dare he?
He's a little rude. Okay. It's fine.
Have you, perchance, killed the shopkeeper in this run?
I did kill the shopkeeper in this run.
Did you also collect and then destroy every gem?
Collect and destroy every gem. I don't know, but I did get a thing which is the Emerald Heart Blessing.
Okay. That's the only one you have?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to know what any of that means. But
look, I can tell you, but I do not want to spoil anything for a possibility in the future. You know?
Yeah, I'm good with no spoilers.
So I'm just gonna like, when I am doing the next thing, I'm just gonna say redacted instead of any words.
That's fair.
So hopefully we have a good redacted fight, because I really want to make sure that I see redacted, and if I die before redacted, you know?
I understand wholeheartedly, completely.
I'm just gonna currently like change to the Smurfs language, but instead of Smurfs, I say redacted. I'm a declassified CIA report.
Holy crap, dude! I actually might just kill this guy right here.
Hell yeah! Seems like a good idea. I'd recommend it.
I actually just flawless the damn defect at the end. Okay.
Hell
that was
yeah.
easy as heck.
Why don't you give me above and beyond on your score?
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't have anything extra at the end there. My score. Let's go. Dude, I actually don't think my score is good enough. It's good for me, but you have me beat. Let's go above 1,000.
Okay. Well, I think I have to do the above or below.
Yeah, that's
because you
also
have the score
fair.
and I don't.
Yeah, that's also true. I'm gonna let. Yeah, I'm good to wait.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that as well. I mean, look, you're a good sport for having tried this, but we both knew coming in, like, I have a lot of experience with this already.
Oh, yeah.
This is very largely a showcase and also a response to the giant amount of people who desperately wanted us to do this. Thank you all for asking. And again, thank you to Albert Melfo for actually creating the Guardian cards, being so keen on us doing this that they went out of their way to create that for us. It's very kind of them.
Much appreciated.
Just keep going. Yeah, this deck just does not do damage at any speed. It's so slow.
It's actually a shame, dude, because I feel like if I would have had more confidence in my deck at the beginning and more confidence in myself, I probably could have gotten Highlander and Pauper
How close did you end up on the curses though?
I ended up removing one.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got another one, so I would have had 3. I think I
Mm-hmm.
probably could have gotten to 4, but I just didn't get a lot of options to get curses.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have really affected anything.
That is one thing I will say. Like, there are events on the first floor in this that will give you like a fair few curses,
Yeah.
but it might be like, because we kind of both know the general rate of curse acquisition
Oh, yeah.
in the base game, right?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. So we even go for the strength potion here, I think, actually. So we kind of know, oh, if I haven't got enough curses by this point, I probably shouldn't focus on curses. And that math is going to be different for this mod.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know me. I try to do curses as much as possible. I was a little afraid because my deck was actually very small. I don't know how large your deck ended up being in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting at a 19 card deck, and I think 5 of those got added on the 3rd floor. So
Yep.
I was rocking a small deck for the most part.
It's a solid 12 for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you have one card in your deck called Bauble Beam that does all of your damage and all of your defense, this could have been a 1-card deck at this rate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is true. I will say that if I didn't mine for those stupid gems because I thought that it was a free action, then I would have 3 cards not in my deck, and it was 3 cards that I didn't care about at all.
Okay, you can be down to a 16 then.
So I'd be down to 16, plus, curses, I guess. 1 was Necronomicurse, so I couldn't get rid of that at all. But, hey, dude, I'm still very content. I had a very fun run. The Guardian was very fun to play. I look forward to digging into him a little bit more in the future.
Extremely excited to hear that. I want to see what's going to happen when we have to draft in a Snecko run.
Yeah, that's gonna be a mess. I'm also looking for, dude. Now I'm looking forward to freaking Guardian Ironclad as a deck. I'm just gonna have everybody like, hit the upvote on the video if you want to see a Guardian Ironclad deck and just watch the strength explode. Because it'd be so freaking good. I just feel like it's unfairly good.
It would be absolutely ridiculous. That would very much be kind of like in the Marissa guide of like, this isn't, are we going to win? It's how well are we going to win?
No, that's like each of us is 1300 plus score. That's
those ones also, they make more space for commentary because you don't have to focus
you don't have to
exclusively on your run.
Yeah, you don't have to think at all. How is your fight against Redacted?
I've got the first redacted down, so now I've got to go for redacted, then redacted, and then redacted afterwards. And that is actually a truthful explication of what I'm doing here. So
I'm horrified, is I think the best way of wording that.
You should be you should be excited because this is something you get to do in the future as well.
I am gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's crazy because I actually I dropped Spire from my channel back in like May, I think. And obviously, we continued doing Draft Champ, so I was still playing it here and there. But I definitely it's a game where I lost some of my skill in it. Like when you don't play it for a while, I feel like you lose some of your skill.
Yeah, you can definitely atrophy. There was a huge period of time where I was doing like just A20 runs, and then I stopped doing that for a while, and I was just doing dailies for a really long period of time.
Yeah.
And then when I went back to doing A20s, I was like, oh, I forgot how to play.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I feel like it's weird because there's a couple games where, like Isaac is one. Isaac, for me, there's a sweet spot. If I play Isaac every single day, then I'm good. Right? You keep the momentum. If I go like 4 days in between Isaac sessions, I feel completely lost and cannot play. But if I go 2 weeks without playing and then hop back in, it's like I'm playing every day. So I only atrophy in short periods of time, but long term, I can pick it up like riding a bike.
Mm-hmm.
Another weird one was Rocket League for me. I played Rocket League for like hundreds of hours and then didn't play it for like 3 years. Picked up the controller and it was second nature.
Yeah. I was thinking
weird.
about examples of that myself as well.
Yeah.
Enter the Gungeon. Every time I open it up, I'm like, yep, I've got all of this on lock. It's very much locked into my muscle memory.
Dude, Gungeon is still for me one of the weirdest experiences that I've like ever had. Because I genuinely had like a 30 episode series of Gungeon, you know, around when it came out kind of thing. And I don't think I won a run in any of those episodes. Then once I got my first win, I don't think I've lost since.
Hell yeah!
It's like all you need was one win, and then you're just good. Like it's like the first time you fight the dragon, it's like the most fear ever, and then like getting back to the dragon and killing it the rest of the like it's completely easy.
Oh, sorry. Are you not going to the Lich?
I'm not including Lich in this.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but that does make more sense now because the Lich, like between the dragon and the Lich, is the exclusive area where I would die if I'm going.
No, dude, same there, absolutely same there. But in terms of like standard win getting to dragon, once I did it once and beat it once, it's like I can't lose before that. It's very weird. It's very weird. It was like opening a floodgate. That's the kind of reason that.
Yeah, I mean, it really does feel like that. That's the exact reason that my series went suddenly from having a look at this game, trying to play around with this game, to okay, now I'm going to try and streak it.
Yeah,
because it feels like it's kind of like exactly perfectly made for that.
Yeah. No, I've never had that feeling in a game before where it was like all of a sudden one day it just clicked and then everything was good. But Gungeon was definitely one.
Have you had that moment with FTL yet?
We don't say the F word in this.
Sorry, my apologies. This is a well-handled channel.
PG friendly. Dude, FTL is one of those games where I love every second of it, but I've never had a game where I feel so demoralized after playing it. It destroys me. It destroys me. And the thing with FTL is like, you know why you fail. Like it's not like a Spire run where like you're like, oh, was it I didn't have enough card draw. Like a fight can blindside you in Spire, and you're like, damn, I guess I didn't have enough card draw, or maybe I didn't have enough damage, or maybe it was my block. FTL, it's like, yep, I forgot to do that, and I died. Because it takes advantage of you forgetting something basic. And it murders me. Like I had a run the other day, and it was for the record, I still have not won a run of FTL. I'm 25 hours in.
Okay.
Now, I'm playing on normal and not easy. And a lot of people were like, hey, stupid, just play on easy. And I was like, I'm not a coward. I'm going to continue to play on normal until I beat normal. So that's definitely setting me back, and I'm well aware of that, but it's going to make the win that much sweeter when I get it. I had a run that was pretty much, I'm not going to say that I think I had the guarantee to win, but it was about as close to a guarantee as possible. 3 shields, max engines, flak, and a burst laser with artillery, a halberd beam sitting in the back so that when I got shields down, I could just riddle the ship and destroy it. I had a teleporter with 2 mantises sitting on it that I could send onto the ship at any time and wipe the crew. Like I had everything. I had everything that I needed. Got into one fight where Nebulas took out my shields immediately. A power trip thing. And then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to bolt from the fight because it's not worth it to take a bunch of damage in here for no reason. Bolted from the fight. Got immediately put into a fight that had like 3 attack drones in it. And my shields were still nebula'd, and they just wiped me. And it was like, there's nothing you can do there besides and I had the foresight to either go to a node that could have been combat or go to the exit node. And I went, I'll be fine. I'm destroying. So I went to the combat node and just completely wiped me because I forgot that a nebula affecting shields in another node does not reset your shields in the next, and it was demoralizing.
That is the story of so many lost runs of mine. Like, I am so powerful right now. I can certainly.
Yep. And it's like as soon as you run from a fight, you might as well just turn off the game. If you have to run from any fight whatsoever, you're probably gonna die. And I should have known then that when I ran from the fight, I should have just jumped to the exit and chilled. But I was dumb, and I could have had my first win, but I was dumb. And the video hasn't gone up yet, and I know that people are gonna just rage when they see it. They're gonna be like, "You're an idiot, and you threw away a win."
I'm very much hoping that the situation is gonna be more of a hell yeah, you got so close. This is good. This is showing progress. We'll see where we go from here, kind of situation.
Yeah.
But you feeling it's not gonna be?
No. No. I'm in a funky spire now because I've like heavily regressed in Spelunky 2 as well. So like every game I'm playing, I'm crapping the bed.
I will say, like, I have occasionally left like a comment pinned on the top of a video where I'm like, so I know. Like, if you're down here in the comment section already, like, I know, you know, we both saw what happened, but I got feelings too. So, like, maybe, like, be a little kind about it. So, like, we don't need to be combative. Yeah. And I've had reasonably good responses in those circumstances. And those were circumstances of me, like, straight up balling up a run and throwing it as far as I possibly could. Like, launching it into the stratosphere. Hey, I got my victory screen up here at the moment.
Hey, that's good. Did you get extra points for doing your thing?
I did. I believe I got a total of 500 extra points, so I will redact those.
Okay. All right, do the plus minus.
Sure. More than 1,000.
Yes.
Less than 1,700.
Yeah.
More than 1,200.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. 1146.
1146.
Yeah.
Okay. 2138, but minus 500 for the heartbreaker.
Oh, so just a nonchalant 1,600 point win.
Just casually, just a little bit.
Jesus.
Again, there was an unlevel playing field starting out here. I am very, very pleased that you decided to take up the challenge.
Hey, it was a good challenge. I had a good time, and I'm looking forward to doing more Downfall draft champs in the future.
I cannot wait to see how it is going to work with some of the other characters. I am super, super excited, and all y'all should be as well. And you know what? If you're looking for more content like this, you can subscribe to Olexa's channel, or mine, or both. In fact, if you subscribe to one and not the other, why don't you link in the description down below? Hop over and subscribe to the other one.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Subscribe to both.
Hey, Alexa, we're like neck and neck at the moment in terms of subscriber count at the moment.
Dude, I noticed that the other day. We are dangerously close. What? Honestly, if we hit 50K at the same time, we should do something.
I agree.
Something weird. Something stupid that nobody wants to watch for 50K.
I love it. Put far too much work into something that people just will refuse to actually ever engage with. That's exactly my kind of style.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Awesome.
Well, we're gonna have to see how that goes. I actually, by the way, as well, you know what leveled us up? It was you having the Uniswap hack and losing subscribers, and it was me starting the Downfall series. That's what brought us back in close contention, neck and neck.
That hurts.
I know, it's really unfortunate.
It hurts, but you know what? That's okay.
It's the special thing may end up happening, but at the very least, for the moment, names have been Olexa as well as Rhapsody players. We've been playing some Slay the Spire draft champions. You can find all of the links for all of the relevant mods as well as playlists and channels in the description down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hope that we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.